Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and over the years I've responded to a lot of comments about guys talking about how careful you need to be with .22 long rifle ammunition because it affects accuracy. So today we're going to do everything from single loading the same premium rimfire ammunition all the way to almost absolutely destroying it and shooting it for groups to see exactly how much abuse .22 long rifle can take before it starts showing up on paper. So yeah, sorry about this Lapua, and we're gonna start with that. We're gonna do a baseline, and then we are gonna get kinda medieval on this stuff. So we're gonna go everything from mild to wild. We're gonna sort this out by groups, and we're gonna see what it looks like on paper down at 50 yards. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna say, whoa, 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 50 yards isn't enough to tell, but I'm going to argue the fact that after 50 yards, even at 100 yards with .22 long rifle ammunition, you are gonna start seeing contributing factors like wind, SD, ESs all affect the group. So at 50 yards, we're able to see the best representation of perfectly good ammunition. And if anything we do here today does affect accuracy, it should show up in the form of flyers at 50 yards. For our test mule today, this is a CZ457. It is in the Element 4.0, and it has a barrel on it that is not a Illusia. I know it looks like a Illusia. A lot of you probably thought it was. It isn't. Unfortunately, I can't tell you much about it right now, other than it's something very exciting coming to the market, and we will get into this in much more detail in the future. But for now, I'm sorry. I won't even give you a hint, but it's pretty awesome, but it's not out yet, so I can't talk about it. But CZ457 guys should be very excited, especially if you are into upping your precision game with a 457. But we're doing our hand loaded out of here, the ones we haven't messed with, and let's see how it goes. This will be a cold bore. Pretty good. All right, we're going to move over, new target. All right, so there goes hand-loaded ones. The second group did have a little bit of vertical stringing, probably just the ammunition, but here we have 10 rounds, and these we're just going to drop and kind of abuse these like you would. Kind of just take them out of the box and drop them on the table to load them. See if we can kind of give them, kind of beat them up a little bit. And now we're going to load these directly into the magazine, which you can see is marked number 2. So you'll see this mag again. These will be our first kind of test rounds. Mag marked number 2. We're going to do the same test. These ones were just simply dropped on the table. That one looked all right. And got her warmed up a little bit. She was shooting pretty dang good. Okay, so the next thing here, we got a little bit of a knife, and we're gonna go ahead and perform what some of your guys' barrel and chambers do, which is shave the tip of these projectiles. I've always wondered how much this affects accuracy, so we're not gonna leave it up to the barrel. We're gonna go ahead and shave these with a knife and see what we get. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna load these up in our next mag with extension that is unmarked. So our next 10 is the unmarked mag with the extension, and these are shaved. So this is trying to kind of recreate if you've got, rounds that are being shaved as they're being chambered from mag, mag issues. We've all seen it with rimfire. We're gonna start at the top right. So these are the shaved by knife bullets. I would say open up a little left or right. Nothing real crazy. wow. Okay. Oh, didn't really seem to be that bad. First group, second group looked pretty good, but we still have our most damaged bullets. So I would say that for sure, you know, you probably shouldn't be using these, and I expect to see quite a bit going on here. I'll get a better picture of these, but I'm not sure these are even gonna chamber. There's one. Whoa. Two. All right, we got our smash guys here, and holy moly, look at these guys. Smashed. So the first 5 are gonna be the hammered bullets. Quite literally hammered these with a ball peen hammer. And then we got the ones that have absolutely no tip. So let's see here. We're gonna go to our, oh, look. That guy doesn't even wanna chamber. All right. Probably not a good sign, but here we go. Holy crap. That hit the next target over. Yeah, I would not be shooting these if I were you. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, that actually hit the right target. Oh, these are hard to chamber. Surprisingly, not that bad. Oh, that one chambered a little bit better. Whoa. All right, last one of the hammered. Okay, so about a 4-inch group, all the way over. Had the first one was a flyer, just crazy. And now let's take the tip off of these guys. Now, of course, it goes without saying, do not try this at home. I am in a private range in a controlled area with a good backstop and no possible way of hurting anybody else. So again, do not try this yourself at home, and let's show you a close-up what those look like. And then our missing tips, look at those guys. Not looking real good. All right, the next one, we're gonna go over 2 targets because I'm just curious here. These have no tip. Whoa. Another massive flyer, but the other one's not too bad. Just out of curiosity, we were gonna load up 10 Ely Match. This is shot pretty good out of this setup, maybe not as good as the Exact has, this particular lot. We're just gonna shoot this to see, kind of after all this testing, how this barrel's performing. Obviously, we're talking very soft lead bullets, so not really worried about damaging the barrel in any way, but we're gonna drop down to the new row. Let's see what we do. Yeah, I would say we have not damaged this barrel at all. Very interesting results from the test today. So everything looked pretty okay all the way up to the end. So I would say, you know, single loading, great. You know, dropping it, loading it in a mag, not a problem. Not gonna hurt your accuracy. Even when we went to shaving kind of the side of the projectile, like an extreme case of bullet shaving while it's chambering, really not that bad at 50 yards. Didn't cause any really crazy flyers. But then, you know, as we stepped our game up, the ones that were hammered with the ball peen, Obviously, those were just totally misshaped, you know, worst case scenario. We could tell significantly harder to chamber those and threw some crazy flyers, but really besides the one flyer, not that bad. And then, you know, cutting the entire tip of it off, also, you know, chambering a lot easier, but did create some flyers. So I would say you have to go to a pretty extreme amount of damage in order for it to actually really affect, you know, normal accuracy. Obviously, if we're talking about ELR shaving the bullet, that's not going to help the BC. That's probably going to create some stringing out at extreme distances. But all in all, you know, if you drop some on the ground or it's shaving a little bit, probably not that big of a deal. I wouldn't worry about it too much, as you can see from our test, unless they were very obviously physically damaged, and then you may want to just go ahead and chuck them into the trash can. But I appreciate you guys watching. Again, more to come on this. I'm sorry to be so elusive about it. I just can't quite tell you about this. Hopefully you've seen how this performed, especially on the follow-up with the Eley match. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.